You still got a runner in scoring position on second. That's the leading run, the potential leading run. However, I don't understand why you had to run. It would have been second and third with 1 out, and now it's just a runner on second with 2 outs.
You also had, if he just gets out at first, okay, second and third, 1 out.
Right.
That's not a bad situation. 1-0 count now.
You want to keep this pitcher under pressure, and that's not the way to do it. And it's just an aggressive play. Yes, it would have been nice to score that run. It's not the smartest play.
And it looks like a balk warning.
Balk warning.
We're getting on the field
I'm
here.
just confused why, because Waubonsee's received 1 other balk warning, but when Brubauer balked the other inning, when Bowman, sorry, I just
no, it's okay, man.
He when he balked as there was a ball outside 2-0. He got called and the runner advanced, so I don't understand. That was a clear balk, and the runner didn't even advance from second to third.
2-0 the count on Brandon West, and the pitch is popped up and in foul territory behind us here in the stands. 2-1 the count now. Harper still has the go-ahead run at second base. Ground ball towards short. Good play by the shortstop. Throw to first, and he's thrown out.
Good play
Brandon
by
West.
the third baseman. Picked it up off the backhand. Good throw to first, and a good extension by the first baseman. Gets him out as the inning ends, but not before a run is scored. And it's 2-2. So a great game we've got on hand in 2 innings. So who's going to be the best of the 2 innings? We're about to find out here on 88.3 FM, Harper College Radio, a broadcast station of Harper College and its Board of Trustees, the award-winning 88.3 FM.
And now we're going to see a pitching change on the mound for the Harper Hawks. It is number 25, Daniel La Rosa.
And it's the lefty, the southpaw, getting brought in the game, and hopefully Harper can maintain control. And I think that's the most important thing is, like you said earlier in the game, is to trust your defense. And you got a short, stocky, left-handed pitcher on the mound right here who's known for his control, and hopefully
La Rosa, so far on the year on the mound, he's started once, has pitched in 4 games, 7 1/3 of an inning, 16 hits, 16 earned runs, 4 walks, 8 strikeouts. So
hopefully
the Harper
fix
Hawks,
up some of his stats here in
yeah,
this inning.
that would
That'll
be
be
good.
a very vital inning. This is your setup guy. This is the guy you want to shut out this inning. Hopefully their offense can strike again in the bottom half of this 6th inning and in the 7-inning game that we have. It is a doubleheader today between Waubonsee and Harper. But here on Harper College Radio, we will be covering this only first game, the first and vital game that will hopefully set up the momentum for that 2nd game. But it's a very good game regardless. 2-2 is the score.
well, and you talk about how vital the next 2 innings is. I mean, it couldn't be any more vital with a tie game late in the ball game.
Right.
We're in the 6th inning now. And, again, continuing to miss some opportunities, after Harper scored the tying run to tie it at 2, had that tough double play.
Right.
He also had that ground out on a really close play at first. First pitch from La Rosa is low, ball 1. Mitch Stempowski, 0 for 2 in the ballgame today. Called strike
Pitch.
1.
Upstairs in the inside corner, it's a tough pitch to hit for any kind of hitter unless you like to choke up on the bat a little bit. But in a hitter like this who likes to pull the ball, that was a great pitch there.
And there's a high fastball. It is now 2-1 the count. Now on Mitch Stempowski. And there's a nice fastball catching the outside zone. Well, again, it seems like the most effective pitches we've been seeing have been either off speed when executed or any pitch that is on the outside part of the zone as there's a foul ball on a 2-2. So we'll do the 2-2 again.
What a game we have on hand here today for the first ever game on Harper College Radio. You, the listener, being treated to a good one today.
And a foul ball just chopping that one to the right side. Well, it feels very action-packed for a 2-2 tie.
Right. And I think from the defensive perspective, yes, and I think Waubonsee has had a great defensive game as alongside with the Harper Hawks.
Ground or fly ball rather in center field. And there's out number 1 as Alicier makes the catch in center field.
A lot of these balls to the outfield are going straight to the outfielders respectively. And it's Waubonsee trying to make sure that they hit the ball in the gaps and through the holes. Is just that aspect of their game today has just not been working.
And now that'll bring up Garrett Bragg as there's
Great
strike
pitch.
1.
You know, this pitcher doesn't throw fast. You know, if you can catch up on his pitches on his fastball, you can drive it, but hence maybe the 16 runs he's given up. When you have control in this kind of game and you can trust your defense, it can really work in your favor. So great example there on that first at-bat, hitting that ball to center field, right to the center fielder. You know, you're making sure that that ball reaches the strike zone.
1-1 count on the way is fouled off. It's now 1-2 to Garrett Bragg. Well, and again, it just seems like, you know, the first pitch of this at-bat, Daniel LaRosa gets the outside part of the plate for a strike. 1-2 is in the dirt. 2-2 now, the count.
Eric Bragg here looking for something to brag about. If he can get this ball to the outfield, get on base, but it's 2-2 count.
2-2 is a pop-up on the infield. And it'll be the first baseman making the catch this time.
Doesn't look like Eric Bragg will be bragging about it today. Sorry, I had to make that.
2 out. And now, Eliza Acevedo will now come up to the plate with 2 out, left-handed batter here. Lefty on lefty matchup.
I'm going to enjoy this matchup. I'm actually really excited for this. Let's see how it goes.
First pitch on the way is outside, ball 1.
I just had a feeling it's going to be a battle of an at-bat here. Got power against finesse.
Again, that first pitch on the outside, this time it's a ball, but it's still a good pitch. Popped up. Foul territory, and the catcher has a hard time in foul territory.
Is this a weird foul ball, though? And I can
foul.
understand why he had trouble with it. It went straight. It tailed back to his original position, literally right behind the backstop. That foul ball went. If you saw that on the stream, you could see it clearly. And just remind you guys, we are on Twitch. If you want to check out the Twitch stream, just look up WHCM or YouTube for that matter. My apologies.
Popped up again,
Twitch,
and in foul territory, it's now 2-2. Yeah, or 1-2 rather. Yeah,
Same concept.
I can't give Jimmy Cisneros too much garbage for not making that play. I've been having a hard time following the ball throughout the game today. It's that ball is in the dirt. 2-2 the count.
Yep, this at bat's a battle. I mean, 2 foul balls and. I kind of expected this to happen here in this at-bat, and I'm going to guess that pitcher here is going to want to throw something outside of the zone, make sure he maybe chases one.
2-2 the count, and outside.
Exactly what he was trying to do, but good eye there on that fastball.
But I do like he's continuing to go to that outside. I feel like that location more than anywhere today has been the most effective for the pitchers.
It's a great observation.
Full count on the way. Swing and a foul tip.
Oh, couldn't get a handle on that was the catcher. That would have been essential. I mean, hey, if this inning ends up awry, that's the one play right there. That's the decision maker.
Well, that would actually be 2 now, as the foul tip and the pop-up, which, again, a very tough pop fly on the foul ball. I think, you know, when you look at it as a scoreboard, there's a fastball way too high for ball 4. I think when you look at that error, you know, I don't think it tells the whole story. I think the pop-up was a lot tougher than people will make it out to be.
Oh, yeah, that pop-up was difficult, but, you know, a very slight foul tip into the glove like that, and he could catch it. There's 2 plays that the catcher would have, but I think the play in the first inning made up for everything. You know, the bunt fly ball that he caught on the dive and was able to double up the runner at second. That was probably the best type of play you can make as a catcher and keeping the momentum up. But, hey, runner on first right now, 2 outs here for Waubonsee. Top of the 6th inning in the 7th-inning ball game today. So in the final 2 innings, basically, if you want to think about it, it's the top of the 8th.
Yeah, basically. Ryan Beer now comes to the plate with 2 out and a runner on first. Pickoff throw not in time, so.
Now, if you're not familiar with NJCAA baseball, they tend to actually do 9-inning games, but there's some days where they do double headers, as a day like today, as the fastball's upstairs. And that they only play 7 innings for double headers, but 9 innings for regular single-day games.
So it's critical
to get runs up early and often.
And there's a strike catching the bottom of the zone. Now 1-1 the count.
Yeah. Get this ball over the strikes and let your defense work. I think this is a very essential pitch. Is the
pickoff throw.
Oh! They got him covered in a pickle.
They got the runner in the pickoff throw to short, and runner's still in the rundown. They'll tag the base runner, and that'll be the end of the inning. A great job by the Harper Hawks defense to get Elijah Acevedo in a rundown and throw him out going into first. We'll go into the bottom of the 6th. We are tied at 2 here in Palatine, Illinois. And all smiles here on the bench here for the Harper Hawks. That was a great play.
That was a great play, and I was expecting him to make a move towards the plate, but he made a move towards first, and hey, the runner at first was thinking the same thing as I did, and he got caught up, and hey, you know what? It was a very interesting play because the runner, you don't see this very often, because the runner at first was caught. He knew he was going to be out at first if he made that move back, but then he pivoted towards second, and let's see if he can.
Well, the biggest defensive play of the game for Waubonsee was that double play in the bottom of the 5th with first and third.
Right.
No one out.